Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today, and we're going to be going up against the Alliance PBT. I'm bringing in White Magneto, Mr. Negative, and Professor X. As you can tell from the title of the video, I am going to die this war, unfortunately, and lose my Deathless streak. Our first fight, we are going to use a Power Star 1, and we're going to be going up against Chavez. Similar to my other negative fights for Chavez, we're going to do 4-hit combos, so she's less likely to throw heavies, and then we're going to bait out her special ones. So we're at 9 light energies, we're going to just take that special one to block, then evade counter, and then start doing the exact same thing over again, 4-hit combos, back off, while building our light energy. Ideally we want to get to 9 or 10 light energy again, and then evade counter. So we bait out this special 1. We're already at our special 3, so we're just going to parry a couple times. Then we're going to evade counter, and then we're going to knock her down with the heavy and throw our special 3. With our fury from the heavy and the node's fury for knocking her down, the special 3 is going to do a ton of damage and finish her off with the dark damage from his special 3. So very clean first fight with Mr. Negative. He does have one more fight later on, so it was good that we kept him pretty high health to save some potions. Our next fight is going to be our first Professor X fight against Mantis on path 5. For this fight, she's placed here because she can reduce your ability accuracy to parry, and because of this node, her heavy attacks are unstoppable. After talking with the officers, I decided to go with the combat regen, as this prevents her ability accuracy from preventing your parries. We are also going to use a White Magneto pre-fight, just so we can get a little bit longer heavy attacks in, and so that when her protection comes back up, we don't have to worry about her purifying our stun. So with this fight, we want to do our best to push her to special 2s only, so that her special 1 doesn't put that sleep timer on us. So that's why we did a 5-hit combo there. She's now at her special 2, so we're going to bait this out. Eventually, there she goes. So we're going to use our falter, so we're going to build up our cerebro charge with the heavy, knock her down, and then continue with the same plan as before. I probably should have just thrown this special 2 here, which would have ended the fight probably, with the power back boosts on, but just wanted to play it safe. She's at a special 1 again, so we're going to push her to a special 2. Heavy attack into this special 3, and it is going to finish off Mantis. So first fight of our ramp for Professor X, down very smooth, without any issues. So really happy with how that went, especially since it's my first time bringing Professor X to war. Our next fight is going to be another Professor X fight on path 5 in section 2, and we're going to be going up against Spider Supreme. We're going to use another White Magneto pre-fight for this fight, and we are going to throw on invulnerability boost. The invul boost is mainly for the next fight we're going to be taking, which is going to be White Magneto versus Nova, but since we're going to be using it for that fight, might as well throw it on for this one as well. We are running our power back boost again, our mutant power back boost for this fight as well, so the plan is to get to our special 3 and then spam that special 3 attack. We do want to parry heavy only at the start to make sure we don't trigger his miss, and instead I try and counter. Thankfully he does not punish us, but after that we're going to go right back to parry heavy only like we originally planned, and we're going to bait out his special ones. Again, just going to dex the tail end of it to be safe. We use our falter there to get an easy intercept, just so we can start doing a little bit more damage. And after practicing, it seemed like it just lined up perfectly where his falter came back right as we got to our special 3. So we're going to try and do the same thing later as well. So we're at our 100 cerebro charges. We're going to bait out this special 1. Use our falter again for an easy intercept. And then we're going to throw the special 3. Now, I should have heavy canceled into this special 3, which would have gave us our prowess. and because of that, we aren't going to get back to a special 3, but we have a special 2 with the Fury, and this is going to do obviously plenty of damage to kill him. But that mistake there is going to be something we notice later on. Our next fight is going to be this Nova, and we're going to be using White Magneto for this fight. White Magneto obviously shuts off a lot of the abilities of metal champs. So the plan here is to do our best of clearing his flourish charges at the beginning if he gets them, and then just baiting out special ones. We're going to try and hit an intercept when we're up around 2 bars of power, so that we can hopefully throw back-to-back special 2s, since the mutant power back boosts are still running. So you're going to see I'm going to fish for an intercept there at the start. Little light intercept. He doesn't want to go for it. So we're going to push him to a special 1 and bait this out. And we're going to do one more. Nope, doesn't come for the light intercept. We're going to clear his flourish charges since he's there already. We're going to try and bait this special 1 out, but we're going to get tagged. So indestructible boost is gone. So hopefully he doesn't go red. We do hit a light intercept right there. So we throw the special 2. It crits thankfully, so we're back to another one. We're going to throw one more. And we are at 3 bars of power now. He only has 1% health, so this special 3 is obviously going to finish up the fight. So not perfect fight, but, you know, got the intercept right before third special 2, so still super quick fight. So White Magneto did great there. Our next fight is going to be our last Mr. Negative fight, and it's going to be up against this man thing on node 39. Obviously, the thing we need to watch out for here is that when he dashes at us from a distance, our parries aren't going to stick because of Mighty Charge, so we just want to make sure that we are trying to reparry for his second hit. Mr. Negative, though, is obviously a really good counter for Man-Thing, one of the best in my opinion, because he's nullify immune, so you don't really have to worry about Man-Thing's poison damage unless you push him to a special 3 on accident. And then because Man-Thing gives you buffs, you can easily convert those to light energy to kind of ramp up Mr. Negative even quicker. But similar plan to the Chavez fight, we are going to convert our light energy when we're up around 9 or 8. And then we are going to do the same again when we get to our special 3 and throw it. So the dark damage, since the dark damage can't be purified from Mighty Charge. So right there we evade counter while we're at 8 charges. And then we're just building up to our special 3. Since we didn't evade counter from a distance, that did not count as an intercept. So he does have a lot of health left right now. We're at 11 light charges though, so we're going to evade counter here. And we're going to throw our special 3. With 20 dark energy and the fury from the intercept, this is going to do a pretty massive amount of damage. It's not going to be enough to kill him, unfortunately. But it's going to bring him down to 10% almost. We're going to evade counter here. Do a couple combos, and then a little intercept, and that's going to end the fight. So that ends Mr. Negative's war. Very happy with how both his fights went. So, yeah. Always love bringing Mr. Negative to war, so happy that his fights went smooth. Our next fight is going to be Professor X's third fight and his final ramp-up fight, and it is going to be against a Sasquatch on node 48. We did throw in max recoil before that Mr. Negative fight, so we do have max recoil going into this Sasquatch fight and our final fight. So power back boost, mutant boost, and we're going to do a power start 1 here. I watched Manuel, an officer of ours in our alliance, who uses Professor X quite a bit, and basically the strategy here is just parry heavy until you get a special 3, and then special 3 spam. We had some leftover Mr. Fantastic pre-fights, so thankfully we just threw those on here to make it a little quicker. I was supposed to use a White Magneto here, but completely forgot, but thankfully that is not a big deal. We're able to get enough cerebral charges anyway. So we have our falter, we're going to throw this, and Everything's going very smooth. We are almost at 3 bars of power. We are now channel into our special 3, and this should be the fight. We are going to delay just a half second after this special 3 just to make sure that we do have another one. If we didn't, we would throw the special 2, and that would most likely push it to a special 3 anyway. But just to be safe, we're going to do that. So now Sasquatch is in the special 3 cycle from Professor X. So this fight is over. Our next Professor X fight is going to be the rank 5 spot boss. I've taken that fight before in the off season while lightly boosted and not running recoil. So I was pretty confident going into the fight that as long as I played well, got to my special 3 with 100 cerebral charges, and was able to heavy cancel into my special 3, that we would not have any issues getting back enough power to just special 3 spam. As you're going to see, things do not go according to plan, unfortunately. We throw in a white Magneto here since we have an extra one, and then we are also going to be using another Power Start 1 just so we can get to our special 3 quicker. The plan here is to try and heavy counter Spot's heavy attack. As you're going to see, I don't have the timing 100%, and I think just sometimes Spot pushes you back just slightly too far for your reach to hit it. But if we do miss, it's not a big deal since we are going to be able to build our cerebral charges even with our misses, and it is slow enough that we are able to get our block back up. So we are going to try and counter if he does a 5-hit combo into us just to build power. We have our falter, so we're going to use that to build some more cerebral charge and get an easy heavy off. And we're going to take all of his specials into block. Except for there, we're going to dex out of the tail end to reduce his spot count. He's heavy attacking again. We are in our corner. I feel very comfortable dexing his heavy attack in the corner. So as you can see there, we do that. One more heavy in the corner evade. And we're trying to push him, trying to get the special 1 out now. And we do. We're at 20 charges and we have our falter ready. So we're going to use that, get to our special 3. Heavy counter into our special. And at this point, I am feeling pretty confident the fight is over and we have won. You're going to see me hesitate a half second out of this one just to make sure we do have a special 3, which we do. So we're going to throw it off again. Since I didn't hit the bonus attack there, I did think to myself, okay, let's just do another half second delay, make sure we have our special 3, which I do. So I throw this special, and then here, because of the 12% damage, the last 2 special 3s had got me to a special 3 again. I am tapping the special 3 button thinking, alright, we definitely have a special 3 locked and loaded. We don't though. We throw the special 2 into his block, and then he counters us right after, of course, and we go down. At that point, I was very confused as to why I did not have a special 3, as I was very confident I would, especially since that special 3 did even more damage than the previous one. And after talking it over with my officer, Manuel, again, who's our Professor X player, apparently when throwing Professor X's special 3 with power back boost, the power you get back from it does not instantly trigger. So the fact that I was trying to throw my special 3 right when I came out of it must have been just too quick before the game registered the power back I was supposed to get. So if I would have waited the half second like I had the previous specials, there's a 95-99% chance I'd have a special 3. Even if I didn't, if I would have waited the half second just to make sure, I would have seen I was at a special 2, and then I could have thrown it when Spot attacked at me, dashed at me to attack, and we would have bounced back up to a special 3 and been able to end the fight. So super unfortunate way to lose my deathless streak, just to kind of a weird mechanic with the game. But also I could have played it safe and not had that become an issue. So definitely my fault for the death. To make matters worse, as you can see on the screen, we did lose this war on time. So if I did not die, we would have won. For our deathless streak, that did get us up to 152 before dying, which is good enough for 8th all time for Loki. So I'm proud of that. More upset that we lost the war though. But obviously I have to give a big shout out and thank you to both Clown and PWF, who have planned all my wars while on the streak. Obviously they take a huge portion of the credit for my deathless streak as well, since they are doing all the planning and did such an excellent job with that. This war does also put us at 1-4 on the season. So not what we were hoping for from almost the first half of our season. So we definitely got to tighten up and finish strong if we want to have a chance of finishing Masters. But yeah, hopefully we bounce back. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.